Hi folks, and welcome to today's video. Is my herniated disc back? I make a lot of good content for those folks that are suffering with low back pain problems such as herniated discs, bulging discs, lumbar stenosis, lumbar arthritis, sciatica nerve pain. If that is you, hit that subscribe button. You'll get notified when I upload some great content to YouTube to get you back on the road to recovery. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. So folks, today I want to talk about, has my herniation come back? That was not a clickbait title. It is in connection with my lumbar spine. Now, for those that don't know me, back in 2005, I actually herniated my L5-S1 lumbar disc, had a bulging disc L4, L5, had extremely bad sciatica nerve pain, but I was able to bring myself back to full health. So much so and so quickly that my own doctor started to recommend patients come and see me. And I pretty much had 18 years of being pain-free. Some videos are going to pop up on the screen. I actually became stronger than I was before. I was continually active, doing all kind of lifting, etc., mountain biking, a lot of kind of action sports, if you will. However, has something come back, my old injury? So last year, the back end of last year, I was presently training for a competition, for a physique competition actually. And I was doing a particular exercise, which I won't go into right now. Looking back, it was not the smart thing to do. However, I started to feel a little bit of sciatica. This was around about November, December last year. And it wasn't anything significant. You know, it was, it's probably just some different angles, maybe a bit of piriformis syndrome. It's maybe not related to the disc, etc. So I was still squatting and deadlifting without any issues. However, when I did this one particular exercise, it would cause me some aggravation. Fast forward into March, I was back in the UK and I was doing a deadlift with a hex bar deadlift, and I misjudged the weight. I actually thought that was 25 kilo bar. It was actually a 35 kilo bar. So it was 10 kilos more than I was used to lifting. Anyway, I got a bit greedy with the weight and I lifted it, and I did actually flex my spine as I came out of the bottom, and I instantly felt sciatica nerve pain running down my right leg. I knew right there and then that my old friend, bulging disc, herniated disc potentially, was back, okay? So obviously I stopped the lift and I proceeded to start my own rehab as I had done before. Problem was though, after getting back from the UK in 1 week, we were actually leaving, myself and my wife, on a kind of delayed honeymoon over to South America. So I had 6 weeks of traveling. I was 14 and a half hours in a plane to Santiago, Chile, which was pretty painful with a sciatica nerve pain, but I was doing all the different exercises. I actually filmed some videos on the planes for you guys about dealing with sciatica nerve pain and back pain, and I was practicing everything that I say. We pretty much spent 9 hours a week on a plane over a 7-week period because South America was quite constant, you know, Machu Picchu, hiking, etc. I did actually at one point become quite pain-free when I was hiking in Torres del Paine in South America, in Chile. But it was always there when you sat too long, etc. So I was doing the best I could, but you've got different beds, you're moving, you're constant, your food's not great because it's whatever hotels or places will give you. And then we actually did some sand skiing in Peru. And that actually, I remember I was walking down the hill. You'll see a video of me there with skiing. I was walking back downhill on the sand, carrying my skis at my shoulders, carrying my boots in one hand. And of course my pelvis was very unstable and I just felt another shooting, pain of sciatica. So it was pretty, conclusive to me that most likely there is a bulging disc again, herniated disc, etc. in my lower back. So I had to address the issue. Now the thing was, we still had to travel. We got back from South America. We were back about, I think it was a week, maybe 8 days. And then we were flying to South Africa. My wife is from South Africa. We had a wedding to go to there. We had a birthday party to go to there. So again, more traveling on the plane, more different beds, etc. I came back from South Africa. I was back about 4 or 5 days. Then I had to go to the United Kingdom, see my family. I was there for about a week, 10 days. I was back again, and we were back for I was back approximately 3 weeks, and then I had to return to the UK for a funeral. I was there for 3 weeks. We had a wedding to go to and other things as well. So I really have not been able to get on top of this. I've been doing as best I can. But really it has been the last sort of 2.5, 3 months that I've really been addressing it really hard I've literally thrown the kitchen sink at it from my own experiences. So we're talking nutrition, supplementation, different exercises, a lot of tissue release work on myself as well. And where am I presently? Well, presently now, I have very little pain in the buttocks. Essentially, when it first started, it was the sciatica pain in the leg was almost permanent. We had it very, very cold. My lower leg was extremely cold. Like the sensation was coldness. I did a lot of centralization work, which is the Mackenzie, side leaning, back leaning, etc. Did some nerve gliding. I'm not a huge fan for myself in nerve glides. They do work with a lot of people. A lot of my clients have had good results with them. Didn't work so well with myself in the past, but I've been doing it more religiously this time around, and it seems to be helping as well. So about 4 or 5 days ago, I was actually waking up without any pain because I had quite a lot of referred pain coming through the front of the hip. This is some of you guys might know about the referred pain coming through the front of the hip, and it feels like there's weakness in your hip flexors, etc. But that has now subsided, so that's me. I've taken a step, because quite often with like I talked about in last week's video, you will have plateaus where it will stay for a period at one point and then jump up as you improve. So I've been very consistent with my elbow decompression work. I've been stretching around the glutes to take pressure off the nerve. I'm still doing my strength work, still going to the gym, still doing various activities, but I've not lifted anything significantly heavy, especially deadlifts and squats, remaining deadlifts, etc., since March of this year. Now, this may come as a big surprise to some of you guys who follow me, okay? But I've actually told quite a lot of my clients and people I've been working with recently about my own second comeback, shall we call it. And this is the thing. People say, well, Colin, that's, how do you feel? And it's like, well, there is a saying, of course, which we say, which is very humbling, is do as I say, not as I do, okay? And when you see some of my videos, I've done a lot of, quite big lifts, crazy exercises, etc. But the one exercise I did do, well, looking back on it, I knew it was not the right exercise to do, but I chose to do it anyway, okay? So if I'd asked my other self, would you do this based on your history? I'd have said no, okay? But in the beginning it was fine, and then I got a bit greedy with the deadlift, etc. So yes, I know what to do, but sometimes even the best of us are humbled, and we should listen to ourselves all the time, okay? We shouldn't let our ego take over to some degree, all right? So listen, I am very positive. I am very optimistic. It is getting better pretty much now on a weekly basis. It probably for me, honestly, I'm probably going to take another 2 months of not going heavy with anything in particular when it comes to lower body. I did do a squat last week, just 8 to 10 reps with 60 kilos. That's about 130 pounds. Just sort of grooving my technique, etc., seeing how it felt. There was no problems with it, but I'm definitely not going to load the disc by that, any more than that at this stage. Definitely not. So guys, look, I just wanted to let you know that even the best people, okay, who do help you guys out there with the similar kind of problems, we can also find ourselves back in that position. But here's the thing, I'm working with you, okay? If you're there in that same position as me, struggling, herniated discs, bulging discs, sciatica nerve pain, I'm right there with you, okay? And no, this was not intentional, all right? I didn't plan to re-injure my back again and get into this position, certainly not, all right? But it is to let you say that, guys, I've been there once. It's been 18 years, okay? I've been pain-free. I'm almost pain-free again. I'm almost back to where I was before. I will beat it again. I will do it again, okay? If you're out there yourself, you've been struggling with your own physiotherapy, you've been through physiotherapy, you've got issues, you're still not 100% pain-free, reach out to me, okay? You can get a free advice call. The link is on there down below. Book in with a 45 1-hour chat. I give you some things to do, etc. Go away, try it, see if conservative care will work for you. I do say I can't help 100% of people 100% of the time, but generally at least 90%, 95% of people will gain some relief from the advice that I will give you. And I've lived it. I'm here, I've lived it once, I'm gonna live it again, and I'm on the return. Guys, listen, questions, comments, hit me up down below. You want to reach out to me and ask me a question specifically, you can email me, it's down there below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.